Welcome back to Backpacker Diaries. Spring is here in Utah, and I'm down here at Devil's Canyon in the San Rafael Swell, just south of I-70 here. Wanted to take some time to acknowledge some of my subscribers with some shout-outs today. And these are some folks that I've been interacting with more lately on both YouTube and Facebook. So definitely want to give a shout out to Jenny Hikes. Last year we covered some of the same ground on the Appalachian Trail, so it was really interesting to see where she went and see her experience hiking with her dad there on the Appalachian Trail through New Hampshire, especially in the White Mountains there. She's also taken a variety of other trips in places like Michigan and Alaska and Hawaii, I believe it was. Anyway, she really gets around, really enjoy the energy that she brings. So do yourself a favor and go check out the Jenny Hikes YouTube channel. I'd also like to give a shout out to the Whole Foods hiker. Hareza is quite a prolific long distance hiker, and turns out he's a rapper too. Found that out recently on the Cascade Hiker podcast. I really enjoy the perspective he has, having hiked so many long distance trails, including the Hayduke Trail here in Utah. He's even come up with some of his own routes and trails, including the proposed National Scenic Trail called the Hot Springs Trail, starting near Santa Barbara, winding all the way through that section of California, Nevada, through Idaho as well, and ending near the Canadian border there in North Idaho. Covering some, 25 or 2,600 miles, including access to more than 100 hot springs. Sounds like a pretty sweet and rugged route for sure. Hoping to get out and sample that myself someday. Just wanted to send a shout out to the Whole Foods hiker, Aria's owner. And last but not least, want to give a shout out also to Alex Maier. He is quite a prolific filmmaker. He's already covered the Pacific Northwest Trail and documented it in a very worthwhile film called A Sense of Direction. And you could press on the link in the upper corner there to check that out. It documents his journey starting from Montana in Glacier National Park, westbound all the way to the ocean coast there in Washington. And the new project that I'm excited about that he's working on is called
Building a Mental Map,
which ties into his current through hike of the Hayduke Trail here in Utah. At the moment he's a week or two into his journey, so he's probably past the Needles outpost by now, working his way maybe towards Dark Canyon Wilderness. In any case, really looking forward to that upcoming film, and yeah, it's been really neat to engage with him on Facebook and on the Hayduke Trail Facebook page. And I wanted to point out also that when you see ads running on my channel, at the moment those proceeds are only going to the copyright holders of the music that I'm using. I'm happy to support those musicians, and I hope you are too. I have demonetized all of my videos at the moment in light of the new policy. The fact of the matter is that my views and subscribership was just not strong enough to really amount to much monetization as it so happens. Just wanted to point that out. And then also wanted to share a recipe for chocolate bark that I came up with recently. And if you're a chocolate lover, I'm sure you'll enjoy it too. So first you take your favorite trail mix. Could be good old-fashioned raisins and peanuts, or whatever your favorite mix is that doesn't yet have chocolate. Today I just got some slivered almonds that I found on sale. Then you take a bag of chocolate chips and essentially just combine the two and mix them together in your ziplock bag. And you want to make sure that your bag has enough space that you can kind of mix them together. I like to toss it a little bit. That helps the mixing process. All right, looks like they're pretty well integrated. You also want to have a big enough bag so that you're not making it too thick. It could be more difficult to break apart after it solidifies. Yeah, that one bag wasn't big enough, so I'm going to go ahead and swap it into another bag. a bigger bag so that I can mix it all together properly. And then also added some dried mangoes on the bottom. So that should be a pretty tasty mix between the chocolate and the dried mangoes and the almonds. With that bigger bag, I can get a thinner layer that's going to be easier to break up later on. I'll be able to mix it after the chocolate's melted as well. You'll see what I mean at the end of the day here. The third step is to leave it on the dashboard of your car on a hot day so it can get it all melted together. Just going to set it in on the dashboard, making extra sure that the ziplock is well locked so I don't come back to a dashboard slathered in chocolate. I'll just leave it there, ready for that nice sunbeam to hit it later on during the day. Okay, it's about 5 hours later, and let's see where this chocolate brittle is at. Yeah, the chocolate's fully melted. Quite hot, actually. So at this stage, we can just mix it up a little more, flatten it out again, and it's ready to go in the cooler or the refrigerator, or just sit in your car for some cooler overnight temperatures to firm up. So step 4 is cooling it down to let it set. And now coming back to the chocolate brittle the next day. It's had a chilly night to cool down here, so it's no longer soft. So what we can do is break it up into smaller pieces and enjoy it. And from here, we could take our chocolate bark and just break it up into smaller pieces. In the event that it breaks through the bag, you may need to put it in a new bag. But let's see how we did. Oh yeah. Nuts, chocolate, dried fruit, can't go wrong. So be sure to check out Jenny Hikes, the Whole Foods Hiker, and Alex Maier. You'll be glad you did. That's all for now. See you next time.
Found a parking spot in New York City. Found a new guitar.